Your spooky game is starting to take shape, but you'll need to add more code blocks to get things working. The following code lets the player take control of the witch. We're going to go to variables, and you need to make 3 variables. Score, so I'm going to make a variable called score. It's for all sprites. I'm going to make another variable called lives. It is for all sprites. And I'm going to make another variable called game speed for all sprites. You want the score and the lives to show. You can uncheck the game speed. So now let's take a look at the code. We're going to make this on the witch. So once again, we need an event. I'm using the green flag as clicked. If you picked some other event to start all your activities, use the same as well. Let's go to variables. We want to set a few things. We want to set the game speed to 1. We want to set the score. So I'll take the set, and remember, it doesn't say score, but I have that triangle, which means there's a menu. I want to set the score to 2, and I want to set lives to 3. So I need the set one again. Go to the arrow for the menu, pick lives, and set the lives to 3. We want to make the witch smaller, so we're going to find set size, and we're going to make that 35%. So the witch will be smaller. And we want the witch to start right in the middle of our coordinate plane. So we are going to have the witch go to coordinate x, 0, and y, 0, because that will take the witch right into the center. And we want to make sure she is showing. So we will go to looks, and we will pick show. This section set up the game speed and the witch sprite. Now, let's add some more. So this is the setup. Now we want to control the witch and what she's going to do throughout the game. So we need the forever because we want her to constantly be doing this. So we need a couple if-thens. So our first move is going to be how fast the witch is going to turn and in what direction. So we're going to go to sensing, and we need to find the key that is pressed. So we're going to say if the left arrow is pressed. What do we want our witch to do? We want her to turn. So we'll go to motion, and we want her to turn to the left. So I make sure I'm taking the arrow that is turning to the left. So I'm going to have the arrow turn. And what we want it to turn is controlled by the game speed. So what I need to do instead of the 15 degrees is I need to go to the operators and grab my equal to operator. So I'm going to notice this time it's a circle. So here's my operator that is in more of like an oval. This is not going to fit. What we need is the operators in the oval shape, and we need the multiply one. Here's plus, minus, multiply, divide. I'll grab the multiplication one and put it in the circle where the 15 is. Remember, you can tell it's going to fit when the white outline appears. No white line doesn't fit in. White outline fits in. We're going to use the game speed to help us control. So we want it to turn left, the game speed times 2 degrees. Now we need to make a control for the right arrow. So we need an if then again, and we're going to basically make the same code, but we're going to do it for the left arrow. So I'll go to sensing, find the key is pressed, change it to the right arrow key. We want it to turn right. So I'll go to turn and make sure I have the arrow in the right direction. Once again, I need that multiplication operator because it's going to be the game speed times 2. And like I said, we will learn about controlling game speed later. Game speed times 2. This section here, that variable game speed controls the overall pace of the game. For now, we're setting it to 1. Later, you'll find out how to increase it as the score rises, speeding up the game. So this part sets up the witch, and this part controls. Let's take a look. My witch is spinning. And that's how you control the witch.